Guys, we got another package in the mail. This one from Victor, coming directly from Amazon, and not a lot on this thing. It says gold tone plated, probably brass cylinder, 6 keys, brand new. Still in the wrapper, you can see it through there. And let's just go ahead and get into this thing, see what Victor has come up with. He buys this stuff through Amazon. I don't know where Victor lives, and he just has it sent directly to my house. He never sees these locks. So, Victor, if you want these back, please don't hesitate to drop me an email. Oh, we got a Dimple lock. So we don't need those screws, we don't need those plates, and we got a weird looking keyway. I can't even begin to pronounce this. King Feng. And that's reading the Chinese. Oh, look there, it's in English. No, seriously. It is looks like a 5 or more pin. It's got pins on both sides down inside of there. Let's see if we can get a flashlight. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Kind of a weird keyway, and then pins on both sides. One on opposing sides. One just a little bit lower than the other, which might give us an edge if we try to pick this thing. Let's see if it works first before we waste any time. So apparently, the pins, there's 5 pins on the left and then 5 pins on the right. But on the key, they almost look like they're even, but when you look in the face of the lock, they look like they're just staggered just a bit. It does work. Alright, well, it is Chinese, so let's see if we can't get into this thing without the key. Okay, that ought to do it. Let me just make sure by squeezing it in the vise. Yeah, let me loosen up a little bit, because if you go too tight on some of these brass ones, they bind on you, and that's what was happening there. Alright, so that works. Now we need a top of the keyway. See if that works. Crap, that's just a little bit too wide. Let me try putting the fat windshield wiper one in the bottom. That'll work. Alright, now we need a pick. I'm going to let's try this first. I'm going to use this from the Sauber kit. This is a double ender, my favorite. Real skinny one on one end. And then when I do this type of attack, I like to use the fat one. Because what I'm going to do, and this occasionally works on Dimple locks, and I'm hoping for the best here. I'm going to put light tension, and then I'm going to put that pick in there, and I'm going to use my fingers to kind of roll it back and forth. And I'm literally going to be doing like dimple raking. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's kind of a random attack. So a little bit of tension, and I'm hoping if I hit the right sequence, they'll bind up for me, and we'll get in. Maybe. I'm not even feeling those pins. Alright, let me try a little heavier tension. And again, with a random raking type attack. I felt a little give on the core there. Let's do that again. I did feel a little give on the core, so I think it is working, but I'm going to use pretty heavy tension this time because it feels like it's pretty sloppy. Turn my hand over here. Put a little bit of leverage on it this way. Alright, Chinese locks, there you go. We got that baby picked by randomly. I put my hand on top of it, I got a little more leverage, and just raking it back and forth, shoving it in and out, and then randomly we got in there. Basically like raking dimples. So there you go, the King Feng 10-pin dimple lock. Not so difficult. No security pins whatsoever, and that's the downfall of this lock. They give us easy access to the pins. They're not directly opposing, they're offset, so that lets us squeeze in between them. And no security pins, guys, just like we expect from a Chinese lock. Anyway, Victor, thank you for the lock. Never seen anything quite like this before. Appreciate you sending this to me from Amazon. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal.